Hi guys, and welcome back to the next episode of the Madden 19 Cardinals rebuild. Hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. I'm quite enjoying playing with this team, if I am being honest. They're quite a fun team to play with, and this is what the team looks like for now. We've actually made, well, two small changes since the end of last episode. I don't think I made them last episode anyway. I've actually changed our centre to Mason Cole, who was behind AJ Shipley, and he's just a better overall player. Well, overall they both are only 68. But Cole is 10 years younger. And he's got better stats everywhere. I mean, 69 lead block for Shipley is not very good. But Mason Cole has 76. He has a little bit better pass block and better lead block. I'm not exactly sure where the ratings or how they're the same. But Cole looks like a hell of a lot better player. So we're going to be using him at least for most of this season, unless we can trade for another centre, although I don't think that will be possible. And defensively, not a big move, but we moved up Trayvon Hester from the practice squad to the starting squad. Because Corey Peters, I mean, he's getting really old, and Hester could be someone that takes over for him and gets a few snaps here and there throughout the year. But this is what the team looks like. I don't think there's much else to talk about before we get into the first game, but our first game is at Ford Field against the Detroit Lions. So I think I'll play the moments for this one, and we'll see. Actually, it's difficult. I kind of want to play the full game, but I think it will take too long. So I'll play the moments for the games in this episode. If you guys want to see me play a full game in the next episode, let me know. I just think otherwise it will take like half an hour per game, which will just last a little bit too long. I think it might even take longer, if I'm being honest, because we've got 10-minute quarters on. I'd have to change it to 6 or 5. But if you want to see the full game, let me know. If not, we'll play the moments. We're actually a higher overall than them. Jump into the game. Hopefully, we can get the win.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt...
So, jumping into the first game, we're going to have our work out for us. The Lions have a decent team, but it is nothing to write home about, considering they got rid of Marvin Jones as well. It doesn't look too promising for them in the receiver corps. And Kenny Golladay is going to be a hard guy to go up against, but I'm pretty confident this game with how we can do. I mean, we're already down to the 15-yard line. Our team defensively, we held up there, and it's now our turn on offense. So hopefully Odell Beckham can get a one-on-one here. If he can, we will go to him. Looks like he will be able to. And he comes down with a catch. That is a classic Odell. I mean, if you're giving him a chance for a spec catch, he's got 99 spec catch. So he's going to come down with it more often than not, especially against corners like... I don't think it was Darius Slay on him. I think it was one of their other corners. So I can imagine Odell is going to win that one most of the time. Actually, wasn't Slay on him. Oh, no, it was Slay on him. So fair play to Odell there. He just got great positioning on getting the ball there. And that's a good 7-0 lead for us early on in the game. But the Lions do drive down the field literally within a minute. Hopefully we can get something going here. I'm going to try and go for a coverage sack. So we'll go cover 3. They are on 3rd and 9. So this should be a... Actually, we'll go cover 2. Just so I can imagine it should be a nice coverage for us. Use a Corey Littleton in the middle.
3rd down, Stafford.
And he does get a coverage sack. Chandler Jones with a great sack in there. Saw it come in. And I think that is his 60th career sack, it said. That's one of our goals there. So we're up 7-3. Once again, defence needs help. We're going to jump in on every moment in this game, I think.
Update. This defense stacked up here with a first and...
If you want me to sort of change how I play the games, do let me know down in the comments. But I kind of like playing most of, if not all, the moments.
The first down carry here for Johnson.
Good stop there from the defence.
Down right around the 12.
This defensive line,
Couple on the carry there.
I didn't hold out much hope for it, but it is so far. I mean, the preseason games as well. Looked really good, actually.
What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Johnson.
I'm guessing there's a flag for holding in there. Even though he does actually end up getting the touchdown, one of our guys did get held, otherwise he would make the tackle.
So let's see what this is about.
At least I'm hoping it's a holding flag.
Holding offense.
And it was holding. Taylor Decker? Dion Sims.
Would have put him in the...
Don't know when they picked him up.
Still second down.
Yeah, to celebrate.
That makes it 2nd and 18. We're going to send in a blitz, so hopefully, I mean, they'll need to get a pass away pretty quickly. We'll just lurk over the middle. They're going to go for a run to the outside.
It's Johnson.
And they're going to get absolutely nowhere with that. I mean, they pick up 5 yards, but one in 2nd and 18. I'll definitely take that. So 3rd and 13. Once again.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice...
Actually, I'm pretty confident with our team's coverage. So we'll go cover 4. They pretty much have to get into the end zone to get a touchdown. I mean, to keep the drive going here. So we'll try and get a coverage sack.
3rd and long. It's Stafford.
Doesn't look like we're going to get one. Actually, it does. Nick Bosa coming in with a 2.5 sacks already today. He is having an unbelievable first career game. That is phenomenal.
Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
But he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Nearly got the block there. Unfortunately, we didn't. We did actually get the animation to get the block, but it doesn't always come off. Very nearly got it, though. Looks like offensively, we can't get the ball moving there. Not sure what happened, but we're down to our 20.
Put together a scoring drive before they head to the locker room.
And we have a minute 14 seconds, so I can expect maybe getting field goal range here.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays.
I mean, I think Matthews could get open here.
Break away, whether it's through the...
Unfortunately, we actually get sacked from a safety blitz from Tavon Wilson there.
In this first half, this is 2nd and long.
Once again, either Seals-Jones or Matthews will be open on this one, or should be open. Not a good throw, actually. I thought he'd cut in a bit more there. Unfortunately, he didn't. So we'll try and run down the clock, and we'll go into the half 7-6 up.
The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same.
Thought we'd get a juke there. Actually get absolutely nowhere. We get pummeled. I would have rather a faster receiver playing that one. Unfortunately, it wasn't.
A lot of talent to a roster that
It was Jordan Matthews, who's not particularly slow, but he's not the guy who you'd want running things like that sort of Brandon Cook speed. You'd want running that route. But there's a nice punt down to the 31-yard line. I think we'll sort of let the CPU defend it. And we'll go into the half, hopefully with a 7-6 lead. And we do. Very back and forth. We're down 7-9, but we are in the red zone.
time to get back into the action. We've got a
Haven't run the ball very much, but that's because I haven't really... I've been given red zone chances the entire game, so it makes sense to go for the throws when we've got an O-line who's just going to let people run through us like that. I mean, we got hit pretty much in the backfield. David Johnson got very lucky to bounce off a tackle there. I mean, worst case, we take a 10-9 lead in this game. As long as we don't throw a pick. Looks like they're going to send a blitz. And they did nearly get a pick there, actually, and that would have been a pick 6. Drew Lock, not having the best game of his career. Well, it was the only game of his career so far, but it's not the best game. So they're playing off coverage here, which they are. I can imagine one of our guys on the outside should be open. They're not going to be, though, and we'll give that great throw from Drew Lock there. I think we did get pretty lucky that Glover Quinn slipped there.
Well, they've had a great
Gave Noah Fant the opportunity to get the catch down to the 2-yard line.
Continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more reps.
I think a run up the middle should work here as long as we can get just okay blocking. Looks like there's a massive hole up the middle there. And we go in. I think that's our first rushing touchdown we've had for a little while. Get a nice team celebration in there with the O-line. They did do a decent bit of blocking on that drive, so fair play to them. They get to celebrate. We go up 14-9. Very back and forth game, this one, though. Looks like they're up to our 8. It's first and goal as well. So
trying desperately to hold on to
this is a big... If we get a defensive stand here, this is big. Because we can sort of just run out the clock a little bit and get the win. They're going to go for a run to the outside. Nice spin from Johnson there, but I think that was Nick Bosa again coming up with the tackle. He's having a great... And he's having an absolutely phenomenal game.
To his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right?
So we're just going to clog up the gap there, try and force them inside a little bit. We're just, I mean, they're going to get a field goal anyway, so we just don't want them to get into the end zone. So
double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it.
A bit tough here since we're on the 6-yard line, though. I mean, they haven't got a touchdown yet. As I said in previous episodes, very bend, don't break style. We're just going to make sure they can't run it in. Looks like they're going to try and run it, and they get nowhere. So we keep them to a field goal yet again. And there'll be around 3 minutes on the clock. So this should... Actually, they're going to go for it.
From right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats.
So I'm going to go with that cut black play again. That play looked like it would lock it up quite nicely. I can imagine they're going to throw it this time, though.
Field goal almost no good. As time's running out.
We'll let them get a good release and just rely on our coverage being good. And it was not good. They get in at the back of the end zone. Great throw. That's a great route they ran there. I'm not exactly sure who that is. Cole Beasley. Fair play. That's a nice touchdown. This is the game. This could be the game-winning drive. We have 3 minutes to just get a field goal, so it's definitely doable. I'm guessing they went for the 2 points and they missed it by the looks of it there, then.
They'll try and start this.
So Odell Beckham. Nice easy pickup of at least 7 yards. I think it was exactly 7, to be honest. Just they blitzed from that side once again. Looks like it should probably be open as long as they don't drop into coverage. They do, but he does pick up the first down after taking a huge hit there. I think Odell's going to be someone we do rely on quite a lot in these games.
Good enough for a first. Now a play fake here on first down.
Nice catch there. I was looking at the outside there. I did see Jordan Matthews could have got open if we waited just a little bit longer, but I don't really want to wait too long with this O-line.
Games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year.
So we're running up to the 2-minute mark.
Just like that.
Very close first game. I mean, I didn't expect us to get sort of any easy wins. I'm quite liking this play, though, just because I can imagine Matthews will be open. If they do run man and they don't follow him across properly, he's going to be so wide open for good yardage there. And it looks like he will be again. Nearly. Well, he got absolutely popped there.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line.
Once again, they're going to dummy it. We're just going to run straight up the middle. Actually, we're going to bounce it to the outside. Great block there. Looks like we could make it all the way to the end zone, and we do. Great play there. Fantastic blocking. And Johnson gets in for his second rushing touchdown of the game. They went for 2 and they did get it as well, actually. So, game on the line. Minute and a half. All we have to do is defend. So,
get a stop.
No, I kind of want to send a little bit of pressure from one of the sides. So we'll send a little bit of pressure. Hopefully they have to make, or they have to throw the pass really quickly and they end up making a mistake. I'm just going to use one of the D linemen in the middle. Hopefully one of our outside guys can get pressure. I mean, that's a nice quick throw there. Nice slant route. They have to get into the end zone.
Near the 35, right at the 34
but,
here.
You know, I'll definitely... I mean, hopefully they can't. Seems played pretty well so far. We look to get... Middle is wide open there. And they're down. They're already up to the 45-yard line now.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolls.
I'm going to have to use her over the middle.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he's so open.
There's that man again. It's good.
Defensively, we've literally just fallen apart. They've gone up the entire field in 30 seconds there. But bend, don't break style. Obviously, the 4-3 under wasn't doing it for us, so we'll go back. Hopefully, get a coverage sack again. Team's played pretty well. Actually, the team's played really well, if I'm being honest. Defensively, we've been okay. Defensively, keeping someone to only 15 points is really, really good. Unfortunately, that pass did come off. I'm not sure how he held on to that. We do still have all 3 of our timeouts. Worst case scenario. So we could get up the field and get a touchdown. Or just a field goal, actually, would get us something. Oh, that's going to be illegal touching, actually. That is very lucky, because he was wide open.
So let's sort this out.
Illegal touching.
It is illegal touching. That is very lucky. He was so open on that one, so
Game, that hurts. Take the
it'll just waste a down for them.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again.
I can imagine if they're going to run it, they're going to send Swearinger up the middle and then back him off. And we're going to get a game-winning pick there. That should be game over. Great lurk play from Swearinger there. Went for the blitz, made Stafford think he's going to come in, tried to dink it over him, and he ends up getting the pick. That wins us the game. 22-15 there, literally winning with one of the last plays of the game.
We get to call together.
Fantastic play from the team. I mean, that touchdown at the end definitely benefited us. I just want to see how many sacks Nick Bosa got as well. And there's some nice game shots there. Chandler Jones obviously got a few sacks by the looks of it. So we'll check out the stats real quick after the game.
That crescendo lasts for a while.
Looks like we had a lot more rushing yards. Passing yards, they were all over us. But we did have 2 picks to their 1, so I think we deserved the win. So a quick look at the stats. Drew Lock did okay. 1-on-1.
Game and they'll exit 1-0.
Actually, that's terrible. That's not good. 55 completion percentage is not good. I thought it was better than that. David Johnson did very well. 2 touchdowns to his name. Receiving.
They go down to defeat.
Chris Connolly had an absolute career game there. Odell Beckham, Ricky Seals-Jones doing well.
At Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
And defensively, that looks like
So for
3.5 sacks from Chandler Jones, 2.5 from Nick Bosa.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see
And the Lions got quite a few sacks as well. Nkemdiche with a half, CJ Mosley with a half. And who got our picks? Swearinger got both picks. So he looks like he's been a great pickup for the team already. Happy with how that game went. I might just... Well, I'm going to sim the next 2, I think, and then see how we're doing. If we're 1-2, I'll jump back in. If we're 2-1, I'll just sim the 3rd one. Or if we're 3-0, I'll sim the 3rd one as well. But team, very good performance. We're up 1-0. Hopefully the division, or everyone in our division, does lose. And they do. The Rams, Seahawks and Niners all lose on opening night. Which is not good for them. We're off to a good start. I mean, and we've got the 49ers this week. So it's a big divisional game. It probably would make sense to play this one. But I'm going to sim it. So we'll just get the training done here. If you guys do any Madden franchise type things, definitely just play the training once, get a gold medal in it, and you get so much more experience that way. Unfortunately, we don't have any upgrades quite yet, but you do get a hell of a lot of experience. So we'll sim to next week. Hopefully we can get the win. Fingers crossed we can, because it is a divisional game. And we lose 24-3. God, offensively, we must have been terrible. I have to look and see how Drew Lock did that game. Doesn't look like he did well. It looks like he got around 150 yards or something. If I can find the right thing to click on there. So yeah, oh no, rushing. We just got no rushing yards. 41. Offensively, Drew Lock seems to do alright. 1 turnover each. 3rd down conversion. They got 11, we got 3, so they're always going to win that game. Unfortunate loss for us there. I mean, considering the team overall, you wouldn't expect them to be a lot better. We'll wait to re-sign players around the mid-season. We'll just see what upgrades we have available. Nick Bosa getting another one. He's already going to be up to an 85 potentially. No, he's up to an 84, but he is a scheme fit now, so he'll be flying up the overalls. And, well, don't know how many sacks he got last week, but I can imagine he got at least a few, so hopefully he can get Rookie of the Year as well. So a few more upgrades to do before we jump into the game. Drew Lock actually got one from training, so we'll give him strong arm, keep him at that scheme fit. Hopefully he can get a little bit more accuracy, and he just get throw accuracy mid, which is good. His accuracy could use a little bit of work. I want to get all of them into the 80s, so I might go with Field General for 1 or 2. Pharaoh Cooper, probably someone who's not ever going to see the field. But there's a nice little upgrade for him. But let's jump into... Well, let's sim the game against the Browns. I can imagine we're going to lose this one quite handedly because the Browns are very good when it comes to Madden Sim. And we do... It's a close game though, 38-35. That's a tough one. That is a very tough one. Let's see how that's how the league's doing. In case you wanted to know, if you look at the player stats here, Drew Lock. Glennon came in for a little bit apparently, but Drew Lock, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. 2 picks is way too many. You'd expect, or I don't want him throwing more than 1 a game. 1 a game I'll sort of be fine with. And rushing, terrible. That is absolutely terrible. 15 attempts, 32 yards. Looks like we're not going to be doing much rushing this year. Or successful rushing. Looks like Ricky Seals-Jones is starting over Noah Fant, so I'll have to change that round. But Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns, Jordan Matthews with 1. Odo with a bit of a quiet game there, but Ricky Seals is playing quite well. So it's given me reason to want to leave him in. 1.5 sacks from Corey Littleton's good. Nick Bosa with 1. And Trayvon Hester with a half, which is good to see. But I think since we did lose both those games, we're going to jump into the next game. Against the it wasn't against the Seahawks, it was against the Bengals. So we'll jump into that game, and well, we'll do our training first, and then I'll jump into the game, and I'll see you guys there. So jumping into the game against the Bengals here. Hopefully we can get the win. I think they are starting with the ball. They are. So we'll jump in on 3rd down here, 3rd and 8.
Still nothing here in quarter 1.
Hopefully we can get a stop. I mean, the defense is doing okay so far. They forced them to a 3rd and 8, and they're only at the 43-yard line. So hopefully we don't muck up here. And we get a stop, and offensively we can get something going. We need to sort of get the rush game going, because David Johnson the past few weeks has been terrible, and he's wide open on the right hand side. I knew he was going there was just nothing I could do about it. A bit unfortunate. I think I might let the defence just play this one out, because sim-wise they were doing okay. We limit them to a field goal, and we jump in at the red zone, 3rd and inches.
Zone, but they're
so we're going to run this one. Hopefully David Johnson doesn't get hit in the backfield. He can pick up just a few inches, get him a bit of confidence, because he needs that, because the past few games have been absolutely terrible for him. He does, I mean, he gets the 1st down, nearly gets to the end zone, he gets to the 6-yard line. We'll definitely take that.
It's a gain of 6.
Looking at the look the defence gave us, I think that's a decent look to run against, because they have quite a lot of DBs out there by the look of it. Quite a lot of smaller sized guys. We're going to sort of push them forward a little bit. Only 3 more yards. Once again, actually looks like if they're going to send everyone,
here's 2nd and goal.
We should be able to get David Johnson open on the right hand side.
They'll set up to throw.
And he is wide open for the touchdown, and that should give him a little bit of confidence. It isn't a rushing touchdown, but it will get him, get him going a little bit. The goal was to get a rushing touchdown, but with that look, it made sense to pass. We did get the pass off just quick enough, and we are on offense again. Defense limits them once again, more to nothing this time, which is fantastic.
To get the ball back to their offense.
Left-hand side looks nice and open if we can get some decent blocks. And we can get some good blocks to the outside there. We're going to go for is try and stiff arm them. We can't unfortunately get a stiff arm, but we do get 24 yards. And David Johnson is having a great game today already. He's got more rushing yards than the past 2 games combined at 80, which is pretty pathetic, to be honest. But I'm happy he's doing well again, because he's going to be one of the main things that get our offense going this year, even with that bad O-line.
2nd and 2. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll go.
He just bounces off tackles really well, actually.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But it is 1st and 10.
Right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward.
If they play off coverage once again, this should work on the outside. As long as they don't drop many people. Matthews should, in theory, be able to get a bit open here. He nearly gets open, nearly makes a nice catch, but it is a good bat down from... I couldn't work out exactly who that was. Maybe William Jackson, but it was a good bat down there. Odell Beckham on the inside. Could be open on the far side if we manage to get just a little bit of time. We've got a lot of time from the O-line here. And terrible throw from Drew Lock. I could have taken the easy yardage there, but I wanted to just make the touchdown happen.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden
his throw on the run must be really low, actually. I can't remember what his throw on the run is, but with the way that looks, it can't be too high.
Right here, right now, but it is 3rd and 10.
He is open, just enough to get the ball there, and that's a great touchdown from Noah Fant, I think that is. I'm guessing it's Noah Fant. Great touchdown from him there. And defensively, once again, we hold up. We're forcing them to a lot of punts, but they're doing the same. So field goal, I'm going to let the computer take care of that. And we are up 17-3, coming into the end of the 3rd.
Situation, it's 3rd down in the 3rd quarter, and this defense...
Defensively, we just do very well when I'm watching them when I'm watching them play. But when they sim, they just don't do well, which is bizarre.
3rd down.
That was a cover 3. He was wide open. Well, he wasn't wide open, but he was a little bit of a window, just enough to get either my left or right slot guys open. And they did manage to get it open. So 3rd down once again. Drew Lock can't get the ball moving.
So the situation, it's 3rd.
Hopefully, we can get something going here. Just get his stats up a little bit. So I want him to win Rookie of the Year, because that will just get him great development. On the right hand side, wide open, great throw, just as he was about to get absolutely mashed. And I think that's Odell wearing number 9 there. Gets in for the touchdown. Was it Odell? It was Odell. That couldn't have been his first receiving touchdown of the year. I swear I've already got him one. But anyway, doing really well. They're going for it on 4th. I'm glad the defence step up, and they do. So it's still 24-3, 24-10. Coming towards the end of the game. Looks like they're asking me to do a return for the onside. So we'll just get everyone over there. Hopefully we get this. And then we can just run down the clock and get our 2nd win of the season. Broncos are actually 2-1, and the onside we do manage to luckily get it. But that was nerve-wracking. That happens quite a lot when it shouldn't in the game. But David Johnson is having a good game today. 3rd down, we didn't run it there, which was not a good idea.
They need to get the ball back to their offense.
If we can just get one good block here, we should be gone. It is 3rd and 10. We can't get the block, and I'm tempted to go for it here if they let me. So they are going to let me. I'm not going to take the field goal. I'm just going to go for it again. With the same formation, I think, 4th and 1 on the 34. If we get this, it pretty much is game over. So it's worth the risk. If not, we still have 2 possessions to try and make the game happen. We do get it, and that's pretty much game over. David Johnson with a great run there. He's got nearly 150 yards on the day. Very happy with that. So red zone alert again. I could go for another touchdown. They want me to try and get Christian Kirk another catch in here.
6 yards to go.
So we'll try and clear out the middle for him.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Looks like very good sack there. And they're still, they go for the timeout there. They're still fighting. So fair play to them.
Here with 1:51 left.
I think maybe another half second on that and it would have worked.
And some
bit unfortunate.
Help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
I can imagine Seal Jones is going to be the only guy who actually be open on this one. And I can't imagine it's going to get 16 yards. But Christian Kirk is actually wide open there. Takes it down to the 2-yard line. He's the guy we actually wanted to make the catch as well, which is fantastic. That was one of our goals. Let's try and get David Johnson a rushing touchdown in here if they give us the look. They're not. I think we run slants here. One of the guys is going to be open on the left-hand side. Unless they drop everyone into coverage. They don't. And Christian Kirk is open enough to get the touchdown. That's game over. Defence did fantastically well this game, keeping a good Bengals offence to only 10 points. We get 31. That's probably the perfect game. And we're going to end the episode with a great win there.